The reason we're here, or many people are here, if we're really honest, as was said in the introduction, is about money. That's what almost everybody in the room is here to talk about. So I'm going to introduce, first of all, 5 of the fantastic organizations who aren't going to speak to you in the first session, but they have stalls nearby. First up, we've got Gordon Barr from the Architectural Heritage Fund, who's going to give you an introduction to their work.
Thank you for that brief introduction. My name is Gordon Barr. I'm from the Architectural Heritage Fund, and our key remit is trying to help primarily community-led organisations find sustainable new uses for historic buildings. And we do that through a series of free advice. We have relatively small-scale grants, and we also have loan support as well. And our grants programmes are primarily supported thanks to Historic Environment Scotland and William Grant Foundation. Now, I'm going to start by saying what we don't fund. And what we don't fund is churches that are primarily in religious use. However, if your building is at risk of becoming out of full-time religious use, and you're looking for a new use for the building or looking to transfer ownership into a community-led organisation, then that's exactly the sort of thing that we can potentially help with our grants and advice and support. So the final thing just to say is that we can't give grants, we can't support you if it's just a case of repairs and maintenance to building. We're wanting to help really community-led regenerations using these historic buildings to benefit the communities that they're in. So ask not what you can do for your historic church, but ask what your historic church could be doing more to support the community around it. And if that's something that sounds like it chimes with what you're trying to do, then do come and speak to me. We're at the table that's the same colour as my shirt, nice bright yellow so you can't miss us, and we have some sweeties as well, so do come speak to us later on. Thank you.
Thank you, Gordon. Sweeties are always a good bribe on tables. Head for those tables first. Seeds for Growth is our next organisation. We've got David Williams, who's going to give you a wee introduction to their work.
Good morning. Bit of audience interaction. Dangerous. How many of you have heard of Seeds for Growth? Okay, that's a good audience to speak to. Half of you roughly know and half of you don't, so that's great. Seeds for Growth does... We're not about buildings, we're not about putting new roofs on or keeping it dry or other things. Lots of other people here to talk to you about that. What we're here to talk to you about is what you can do with your missional activity in and outside the building. We're funded with up to £25 million from the Church of Scotland to help fund missional work to grow the church spiritually and numerically. If you want to try and grow your church again, or if your church is already growing and want to do it even faster, then come and talk to us. We're the right people to speak to. Got between £1,000 grants at level 1, up to £100,000 per annum grants for up to 3, possibly 5 years. Lots of money there, lots of work to be done in the church, but let's get out there and do the missional stuff. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Next up, we have Andrew Bass from the Benefact Trust to have a wee word with you.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm Andrew Bass. I'm the Senior Grants Officer for Benefact Trust, covering, I'm your main point of contact for Scotland. Here probably today to talk to you about 2 of our main grant programmes. Our Building Improvements Grant, which does what it says on the tin. If you're looking for building repairs for your church, come and have a chat with me. I'm just round the side there. The other grant programme that we opened last year is our Community Impact Grant Fund. If you're doing work in your community, again, I would love to have a chat with you. I'm going to keep it as simple as that for now, because I'd rather intrigue you and get you to come and have a conversation with me. So I look forward to seeing all of you at some point today. Thank you. And now, Scottish School Church?
Yes.
Thank you.
So Bethany Nelson from Scottish Episcopal Church next. Oh, it's not Bethany Nelson.
No, I'm not Bethany, but I am Jack. My name is Jack Nevin, and I'm the Net Zero Innovation Coordinator for the Scottish Episcopal Church. Last year, at the meeting of the General Synod, the Scottish Episcopal Church made a resolution to move towards net zero by 2030. As such, we have a range of provincial funds relating to such works as sustainable improvements to rectories and funds for large-scale building projects for church buildings. We're also quite well placed to connect you to relevant external funders for decarbonisation projects. So If you're an Episcopal church, please do come and have a chat with us, and we can assist you on your journey to decarbonisation, sustainability, and continued viability. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And now Rachel from the Scottish Council for Voluntary Organisations.
Hi everyone, I'm Rachel from our information team at SCVO, the Scottish Council for Voluntary Organisations. We support charities and voluntary organisations for the whole range of activities they do. So many of you might already be charities. We support people to set up charities, to run them, to have good governance as well. One of the key things we do, we're not actually a funder, so I'm here in disguise, but we offer lots of funding support. And one of the main things we do is provide Funding Scotland, which is our database, I think, of over 1,300 different funding opportunities. You can use this by searching for specific activities or beneficiaries or in your local area as well. We really want to connect you with the funding that people like the funders we've just heard from provide and make sure that you access it well. So it's free, it's a free tool, it's available to anyone, you can personalise it as well and save searches and things like that. Some of you might be members of SCVO, so good news is you get additional features too, so things like you can make notes on funds, you can note whether you've applied or plan to apply, and you can get personalised bulletins too. And it's just part of the support we offer at SCVO, so I've mentioned some of it. We offer lots of support around funding in particular, from tips to writing a grant application to funding policy, where we take your views and influence funders themselves. We have our conference gathering in February, so please do come along and join us. That's always good fun. And please do also think about joining our membership if you're not yet. We have lots of great benefits for members, lots of ways to represent and work with and for you as charities as well. Thank you.